DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's about time that I do the last two Spooky Universities. Claire just put out one today and I haven't done the one from last week, so I might actually end up doing both tonight. So let's see, topic of last week, so topic number 95, which I happen to have here on the screen. So it is, this week's topic was a hard lesson. So that was actually topic 95. So what did I choose to talk about a hard lesson? I think a hard lesson that I have had to learn over the years, and it's almost, I was going to say, it's one almost, I don't know if a lot of you have probably done, probably yes, is to be too trusting. So hard lessons that come from being too trusting, maybe almost too friendly. I don't know if the word is friendly, but you know, in today's world, an old biblical saying is to be shrewd as foxes. Basically, it means don't just act as if everybody's nice. I mean, that's a very dumb paraphrase, but it probably isn't very far from the truth. I think of one particular situation when I was in university. That's just one. I'm just taking one out of it. Where, like I say, it's called a hard lesson. So I say really it was to be too trusting. I remember we had two young, well, since I was in university, we were all pretty young. Too young, and people say that I'm being politically incorrect. Two young Arab students. One was from Morocco, and the other one was from probably Tunisia, from what I remember. They were in their own dorms, and I was really excited. I mean, it was like the first time that I met anybody that was Arab from that part of the world. They were in my class. We were, like I say, we were all. I was majoring in chemistry, and I think actually they were as well. And they were quite nice, but you know, being a young, innocent country boy, I was like fascinated with meeting up with people from foreign countries. And I remember going up to their room. They lived in the same dorm room. And all the poor boys were sick. I mean, when they heard that I was coming in, they came out. They were half dead. And they were so weak. They hadn't eaten for days. And they had not been able to do their homework, you know, their lab results, and whatever. And a whole bunch of things. Well, Dummy went over and made food for them, and basically gave them what they needed to just write up. In other words, I showed them what I had done, and they eagerly copied it down for people that were half dead. And they kind of thanked me while almost fainting into the beds. And so I went off feeling good. And what happened after that is that in the evening, when I went with friends of mine to the university bar or disco type of thing, well, who was there if it wasn't our two guys chatting it up, drinking, as all good Muslims do, and really, I mean, going after the ladies, if I could put it that way, and dancing, and when they saw me, no shame whatsoever, they came over and they thanked me for my wonderful superfood, which just gave them all the energy that they needed, and that they basically raised from the dead. Okay, so I told the whole story just basically to bring the point. So then I started thinking, like, you know, if I often been like that, and now I'm thinking, I mean today, if I often been like that in my life, and the answer is yes. I can think of many other times in my life where I have been too trusting to actually, in a way, going contrary, in a way, I was almost going to say going contrary to what my belief system should say, is that I know a lot of you are going to say people are definitely, they're good inside. Well, actually, I think, like I said, no, there's a certain defect with the human race. A lot of us actually are not really that nice. And that is another story which I will not start preaching. But anyway, basically, very often I have been very trusting with people and get it on the nose. So yeah, a hard lesson to learn. Be shrewd as a fox. Yeah. That doesn't mean be dumb, be innocent. Just use your eyes, use your ears, and sometimes, for those who are Christian, pray about it maybe a little bit more. Anyway, yeah. Spooky University 95. Yes. So I'm going to stop that one. I'm going to do the next one. Yeah. Take care, everybody.